And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Complete. This is Lewis. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Rodgers to throw once more. Caught on the right side by Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones from 4 yards out. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Kill, kill, kill. Check the backer, check the backer.
So that'll back him up 5. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Allen off the play fake. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Star Latulippe forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. 49's the Mike, Mike. 50.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. remind you, in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Right back to Singletary on second down.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play.
And it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Allen going to give to Singletary on the option. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Touchdown, Bills! Josh Allen with a touchdown pass to the veteran Emmanuel Sanders. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Allen will try to throw for it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Allen going to throw. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
On the return, it's Taylor. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The give is to Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Oh, he fakes a spike. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Allen. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Cole Beasley. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know that's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen out quickly here to Sanders. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. Touchdown.